Hey guys, it's your girl Kay. Welcome to episode 4 of Relatable Shit. So, one of my followers sent me a message. He said, my girlfriend and I are in a long distance relationship. My question is, should I make it work? Now, you see, I can't answer that for you because I'm not in your situation. But what I can tell you is that if you truly love her, then at least give it a try. And if it doesn't work, at least you know that you tried and you won't have any regrets. Now, you guys might be in 2 different countries or 2 different states. It must be hard. I mean, when you're in a relationship, you like to spend a lot of time with your girlfriend or your boyfriend. Go out, get to know each other. But if you are in 2 different countries, like one of my followers, then it's difficult because he's in the US and she is in Botswana. I mean, can you just think about being in a relationship with someone who's like way far from you? That's not even in the same region. That's like across the pond, across the oceans, I do feel sorry for him. My question is, are you willing to make it work because you do love her? That's what you said. And if you love someone that much, I would think you would at least try to make it work. I mean, there's always going to be FaceTime, phone calls. You can even try to book a plane to Botswana, or you buy her a ticket to come to the US. The thing with long distance relationships is that you need to put a lot of work. You just can't skate by saying I love you through the phone, FaceTiming all the time, having phone sex, whatever it is people do nowadays, Because you can lose touch with someone if you're in a long distance relationship. Trust me. Compared to people who are in relationship in the same country, the same region, they get to see each other all the time. They can set up dates whenever they feel like doing it. And I feel like sometimes they take that for granted. And then when they break up, they ask each other why we broke up. It's because you guys don't listen to each other. You're not in the same page as each other. Although you expect people who are in the same country, the same state or whatever, to make that relationship work because they see each other maybe on a daily basis. But however, I feel like people who are in a long distance relationships tend to survive. The relationship tend to progress because they make an effort compared to other relationships which are in the same country. You tend to not put enough effort because you're lazy, because he's there next door or she's there next door, so there's no time to really put effort in your relationship. Now, if you are in a long distance relationship, you tend to be more aware, attentive to your other partner. That's why I feel like they usually work out in the long term, you know? So what I can tell you is at least try to make it work, make some effort so that when it doesn't work, at least you give it a try and you won't live with regrets. Or maybe do some, days here and there on FaceTime. Or better yet, have you tried to book a plane ticket to Botswana and spend maybe 6 months with her and see how things go? And then the next 6 months she flies to the US, to spend time with you and see how things work. Maybe that will give you an idea of what to do next. You can save up and buy a plane ticket and fly to Botswana, and she can do the same. That's what I mean by putting an effort in your relationship, especially when you are in a long distance relationship. It's not easy. It's not easy because you don't see this person every day, You need to consider the time zones, what she's doing that day, what he's doing that day. Like, you can never know when it's the right time to phone call, to FaceTime, because you guys live in 2 different countries. And it's hard enough when people are in the same country, the same state, the same area. Relationships are hard already. So if you put distance between 2 people who love each other, that makes it even more harder. So you need to put a lot of effort in your relationship. You say you love her and she loves you. So if you at least tried to make it work, and see how things go, then you get an idea of what to do next. Because I honestly don't have anything against long distance relationship. I'm actually a strong believer that those kind of relationships are the ones which last the most. Because you have to work at it every single day, every hour, every minute. There's no time to relax compared to when you are in the same country, the same area as your girlfriend or your boyfriend. You tend to get lazy and you don't put time in your relationship because that person is just a walk away from you or a drive away from you. So if you are in like a different country to your girlfriend or your boyfriend, you immediately need to rethink things and say, I need to make this relationship work if I want to see me and him like growing old together, So what I can just say is, at least try. Just try, buy a ticket, fly there, spend time with her, and she can do the same. Let me give you an inspiration. There's a YouTuber, right? I follow him. His name is Timothy Chantaruta, if I'm saying it right. Him and his then girlfriend, Chia, they were dating for years. And this relationship was a long distance relationship, okay? They were dating for years. When I mean years, I mean like, it felt like decades to me. Like, he was living in the US, right? And she was living in Canada. These 2 people loved each other enough to fly to each other's countries. I mean, he would make the effort to fly to Canada to see her and spend quality time with her. And she would do the same because they love each other. They are now married and they have kid. They have a kid. Like, that's my inspiration of a relationship right there. So if you want to see how well your relationship can be, then go to his YouTube channel and you'll get an idea of what you can get if you put time, quality time in your relationship by just at least making an effort. At the end of the day, it won't cost you a thing once you do it, because you know that you've tried. And if you tried but it didn't work, then at least you know that you've given your all and there's no going back. Yeah, it's pricey to buy a ticket, but when you love someone, and I mean truly, truly, truly love someone, there's no money, there's no person can put you up against anything. You find a way to make that money appear and buy that ticket. Trust me. So, please just at least try and see how it goes. I'm a firm believer in true love and making things work until you finally know that, okay, I've given it all my all, and if it doesn't work, then I did my best. You guys sound like you're in a good place. They've been dating for 2 years. 2 years. That's a long time. And I see a future with you guys. At least give it a try. I know it's not easy. There's a lot of temptation. She's in Botswana and that guy's there. He's in the US. There's some beautiful girls there. There is so much temptation walking around. But if you put time, quality time, effort in your relationship, and you know where you're going with this person, you won't even try to get tempted. Because I know long distance relationships tend to give people the green light to cheat because your other half is not with you. So you make it an excuse of like, oh, but my girlfriend is not here. Oh, but my boyfriend is not here. How am I supposed to survive? That's the excuse people tend to give when they're in a long distance relationship. But if you guys were serious about each other, like you claim you are, then make it work. I can't make the decision for you, but this is what I think you should at least try to do. Make it work. Because if you break up right now without even trying, you might have regrets. You might have unresolved issues that come from that relationship. I know, trust me, I know. So please just at least try. Give it your all, your effort. It's not easy. I understand it's totally not easy to be in that kind of environment, that situation where you yearn to be with someone physically because you're in two different countries. It's hard. It's totally hard. I understand that. But I'm honestly going to tell you that if you really want this thing to work and you have a gut feeling that it can, nothing is going to stop you from being with this girl. Okay? Let me give you a plan on what you can try to make this work. Right, okay. So you guys are both working, right? You have jobs. And I think you earn pretty well, I can't really say how much because I don't know. So let's say over the holiday like Christmas, New Year's, save up money before that, the Christmas, December area time. Save up money that you can use to book a plane to Botswana and go visit her for like maybe 6 months, okay? And see how things work. Like, I know it's going to be difficult to save up money and make time, especially during this pandemic, but at least try and save money and book a ticket. Then, after 6 months, and you have seen how things go, why don't you guys talk among yourselves and say, now that I've come to Botswana, why don't you come to the US and visit for 6 months as well, That will give you an idea of like, if this has to go somewhere, then at least you know on how to proceed with your relationship, because you just can't just give up on this relationship, because it sounds like you two really love each other, okay? Give it a try, and I have faith in you two, distance or no distance, at the end of the day, you two love each other. And give yourself the benefit of the doubt, okay? Do not let anyone or anything make you feel like you don't need to. I know that some people out there judging and thinking that, why are you even trying to make it work? You have a life here, and she has her own life there. But you two know what you want. Okay? Make it work. At least try. That's all I can say to you two. Mainly the guy who sent me this message. It sounds like you really love this girl, and go ahead. Make it work. Okay? I'll give anything to make my relationship work if I was in your shoes, because I do not want to live my life in regret. Okay? So go ahead. Find your love back in Botswana and live your best life. That's all I can say to you, is live your best life with no regrets. And for my followers, let me know what you do if you were in the same situation. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for another episode. And do not forget to like, subscribe, and share this video.